Dolphins 17-point underdogs in Buffalo. That one jumped down to me. That's a lot of points for Buffalo offense that's not that capable. What do you like this weekend?
Well, I mean, I think the offense doesn't really need to be capable if the Miami offense isn't going to score any points. I think the Ryan Fitzpatrick thing kind of screws the whole thing up. Like, I was ready to take the Bills here, laying even the 17 if Josh Rosen were going to start. Problem is, I think, like, Josh Rosen could come into, who knows what Brian Flores is going to do, yo-yoing these two quarterbacks at this point. Like, I think that's kind of a messed up situation. I slightly like Buffalo, but like, I'm not laying 17 against Fitzpatrick against his former team. I still think Buffalo will be able to win and cover the spread. But Fitzpatrick adds that unknown variable to the equation where, like, he's capable of going out there and throwing for 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. Like, it's not going to happen, but it's possible. Like, there's no chance Josh Rosen can do that. Fitzpatrick adds the element of the unpredictable, and I'm not interested in taking that game. But you want me to go through a couple other games I like, Dave?
Please.
How about this? And I want to throw this out there to you guys. How crazy am I? And remember, I called that the Jets would beat the Cowboys last week. How crazy am I for thinking the Jets will beat the Patriots outright on Monday Night Football?
Crazy.
Bonkers.
Like Ross, like, you think like bonkers beyond belief, or is it like within the realm of possibility in your mind?
I think it's highly unlikely. I love the Jets getting the 9.5, but to actually win the game outright, that would surprise me.
I give them a chance to win the game outright. I'm going to stop short of like calling for like the definite outright upset here as a 10-point home underdog against the greatest coaching quarterback ever. But I love the Jets to cover the spread on Monday night. And I think this is going to be a close game in the fourth quarter. And like, I would not be actually completely stunned if the Jets won the game outright. This defense is a lot better than I think people give it credit for. Secondary's not great, but get CJ Mosley back in there. We saw what he was able to do in the first half of the first game against Buffalo. I know different Josh Allen against Tom Brady, but I don't think Tom Brady's 100%. And this Patriots offense right now looks like absolute hot garbage. And I like Adam Gase has had some success against Bill Belichick. Shout out to Kenyon Drake and the Miami Miracle. So I like the Jets getting the points on Monday night. A couple other games I like on Sunday. I like the Ravens catching 3.5 on the road in Seattle, and I give the Ravens a chance to win that game outright. I think Seattle's very overvalued. The Seahawks should not have beaten the Browns last weekend. That was a classic choke job by Freddie and Baker and company. So I'll take the Ravens catching the 3.5 in Seattle against the Seahawks. I like the Colts as a 1-point favorite against the Houston Texans. I think like people forget about what the Colts were able to do to the Chiefs a couple weeks ago at Arrowhead because they were on the bye week. And I know the Texans just took care of Kansas City. The Colts are at home in this game. And I'll take Frank Reich over Bill O'Brien any day of the week, twice on a Sunday in Indianapolis. So give me the Colts as well as a 1-point favorite there against the Houston Texans. And as far as a total is concerned, it's 54.5 Rams and the Falcons. You know, Jared Goff has really struggled as of late. The tonic to cure his ails will be facing the Falcons defense. I like that game to go over the total. Rams and Falcons in Hotlanta.
All right, we are unfortunately out of time with Kostos on a Thursday. Got a lot of radio hits to do across the country. We appreciate your time, everybody.
I can do like 2 or 3 more minutes if you guys want. It's
okay.
Up to you.
All right, I got one.
Sure.
Yep.
College football, Nicky. Give me a college football bet you like.
A college football bet I like for this weekend. Let me look at the board because my brain is scrambled here right now. I like Michigan catching the 9 in Happy Valley at Penn State on Saturday. I just think that's too many points here, and I'm still buying a little bit on Michigan this year, and I think Michigan still has a chance to potentially do something this season. So I already bet that game. So I definitely like Michigan. I also like Clemson against Louisville. Clemson on the road at Louisville in this spot. Louisville's quarterback situation is an absolute mess. And I just think, and I don't know if I said it on this show last week, but coming out of the bye last week, Dabo's quotes coming out of the bye were like, time to put the pedal to the metal here. I think Clemson's hyper aware of the criticism it's faced for like the fact that it's basically like sleptwalk through the first part of the season. And I think that they are really going to go like 0 to 60 here. I think Clemson's going to blow Louisville out. And speaking of going to 0 to 60, Georgia off the loss to South Carolina this week. I think Georgia's going to absolutely freaking lay it on this weekend. I love Georgia this weekend, as I forgot who they face. It's Kentucky. I already bet this game. I took it at 24. It's up to 25.5. Kirby Smart's going to have to, he knows what he's going to have to do if Georgia wants to get to the playoff, blow teams out. So I laid it with Georgia 24. I still like it at 25. I almost don't think that line could be high enough. So I will take Georgia on Saturday as well in college football.
Georgia needs to stop being so conservative. We're about out of time with you. 5-second answer.
Man. Kirby's dumb. He's Kirby dumb.
Yeah, he's got a good quarterback. He needs to set him loose the way Joe Burrow has been. 5 seconds. Best college football rivalry is who?
I mean, I guess it's Ohio State and Michigan. I guess. I mean, but I don't know. Why? Ross,
not a lot of conviction.
It's Army Navy. It's not close.
You know what Army Navy does for me? Nothing. Zero.
Really?
Less. I respect it. Like, I'm not trying to like shit on like the pageantry of the game.
I
like,
mean, you wouldn't even be on this
Not in-
show. You wouldn't even be able to bet if it weren't for people like those young men that make the decision that they
Ross,
make, and it does nothing
with
for
the
you.
bullshit. Okay.
It-
Yeah.
it-
Well, you.
it-
Well,
I
yeah.
love
Okay.
the
Former
fact-
NFL player. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love
Well,
the
you
fact
sit in
that
the
it does
ivory tower.
nothing
Okay,
for
buddy.
you,
Zero.
for the people that
Zero.
do everything for you. It does
the
nothing
football
for
game
you.
does
All
nothing
they
for
do
me.
is give up everything for you.
Yeah. The Army Navy football game does nothing for me. The Army and the
Get
Navy.
them off the show. Get them off the
Big
show.
Big support for the Army and the Navy. No, I'm not into the football game. Why do you want me to be into the football game? Why do I have to care about it?
Because the football game's awesome.
It's okay.
You're downright un-American, Kostos. You are unpatriotic.
Honestly,
you don't love
your country.
Great American.
I think I'm a great American.
I do.
It's too bad we don't have enough time. I had a fire
LeBron
LeBron James take for you. I had a fire LeBron James take for you guys today because you asked me about it last week.
Go
Do
ahead.
you have time?
I got like 2 minutes. Yeah, I got until 9:15.
Just go.
I think that I like LeBron James more now than I did a week ago, and I've always liked LeBron James. You know why? Because LeBron showed us we always want our athletes to be authentic, right? We want our athletes to be honest. We don't want them to be full of shit. LeBron showed you who he was. Maybe for the first time since the Heat lost to the Mavericks in LeBron's first season in Miami, when after they lost that game 6, he gets up there in front of the media and goes, for all the people that criticize me, you have to get up to like basically to your crappy lives tomorrow. LeBron showed us who he is. You know who LeBron is? A selfish piece of shit. He's more concerned about himself and his own security in China. Like, and guess what? I don't blame him. If I were LeBron and I were in Shanghai, I don't give a shit if I'm at a 5-star hotel and an international incident is set off and I'm in China when this international incident's being set off, I wouldn't be happy either. So I'm with LeBron. LeBron showed us who he is. He's a selfish piece of shit. And so am I. And so are you. So I like that from LeBron James. LeBron was honest. People are going to kill LeBron for being honest. He cares about himself. So do I. I like it.
But he wasn't, because he didn't even have the guts or the balls in this case to say that.
Oh, he kind of did. He basically
was uneducated.
Dave. He said it could have waited a week. That's what he meant. Was why send he doesn't give a shit that the tweet was sent. He cares that it was sent while he was in China. That's what he cares about. And I don't blame him. Who wants to? Would you want to be in China when this shit's going down? I wouldn't. Fuck Daryl Morey, man. Hey, asshole. Send the fucking tweet a week later. And by the way, Daryl Morey's own team was in there. What an idiot. I like LeBron James for this. LeBron's a regular dude. Just happens to have a lot of money and won the genetic lottery. Here's my phone call from Kansas City. I got to go, guys. Bye.
See ya.
Nick Kostos, you bet. And, wow, you bet. That was a hot take on LeBron, Ross.
That was amazing. I love, there are very few people in the world, okay, that can get away with really liking someone and calling them a selfish piece of shit and liking them because they are a selfish piece of shit. You know what? It's a counter take. I like it. I like it. I like anybody that's different. And here's the thing about Kostos. He's not one of these guys on these other TV shows that I won't name because they want the publicity, but that literally say things they don't mean just to get a rise out of people, just to get a reaction. Nick really believes that. Like that is what he genuinely thinks, and I love him for it.
I totally agree with you. His authenticity is his number one trait. We love that guy. I'm just saying LeBron didn't have the guts to admit what Kostos is saying there. We all interpret that from his language. And maybe if he'd have just come out and said, look, my shoe contract and my movies and my corporation and my billion-dollar brand is worth too much to me to take a stand on human rights in China.